It's Rocker. We're here with a rant, and you might notice there are some different surroundings here. And true to my word, I've managed to have a bit of dealings with the media managers from down at the Pound. And even though it's a bit of weird gear going on at the Pound, I've managed to score an interview with the man in charge. But more on that later. First things first. Let's have a look at what happened on the weekend. We'll start in the championship because that's where it all goes down. Down more for some than others, but down nonetheless. So, Bra had his first loss for the year to Wandana. Always thought Wandana was a rabble, which, by my dictionary, Stuart, is a disorderly crowd. Yeah, none of this stick-stirring crap. I may move on to more of a rabble later on. Simon Starr loses and makes excuses. Now, I know I'm not... Stop the press. Never heard that happen before. This person, that person, needed this from Goddard, needed that from Goddard. Get over it. You're a loser. I said you're a mover. You're nothing but a shaking down the ladder. That's all you're doing. No good. Cameo's back in 9th spot, just trying to really... Just new ways to try and find a way to his girlfriend's heart. Goes with the Tigers. Just Tigers and Cameo Kings, they just go hand in hand. And maybe he's just trying to make that jump to Richmond supporter. But we'll find out more about that later. Clive has won by a point. And what a win it was. It wasn't just any win. There were injuries in the back line which opened up chances for those who have been the subject of this scribe's wrath in the last few weeks. One, Simon Prestigiacomo, came in when Josh Drummond just went down, got shot in the back of the leg, and Presti came in and, well, basically Presti got a massive 42 points, and I suppose this is kind of a bit of Presti watch, but I can guarantee that Presti is not the butt of my jokes this week because Clive wins by a point on the back of a massive Presti 42. But I guess what I've got to do now, it may bring some joy to some people's hearts. I know it brings joy to my heart, is that we've gone down, we're at the Pound, and basically I think it's time that we heard from the man himself. And here he is, the coach of Doggy Stream. Oh, what a massive, massive night at the Pound. Here he is. It's Doggy Stream. That's enough of that terrible song. So anyway, Doggy's Dream. We're down at the Pound. Doggy, how do you respond to the criticism that you've been copying over the weekend from basically everyone, and rightly so?
Is this in the small paper, is it?
This is in the small paper. In the small paper, they've written some bad things. Mike Sheehan, I know, something's going to press tomorrow. I can't release it embargoed, but there's some really big gear going down. How do you respond to the critics?
There's a strong media ban. Strong media ban at Doggy Stream at the moment. So we'll just, yeah, relegation. It probably won't happen. So let's not worry about it as of yet. Still a chance for the finals. Let's look at that.
Finals. Oh my word! Now I've got another question. 2 1-point losses this season, Doggy. Is the curse striking the second of the O'Keefe boys in the premiership? It's what everyone wants to know. How do you respond to that?
No.
Not going to elaborate for me, Doggy?
No.
Okay, this is going to be a good interview, people. Do you think he can take down the fat man Chubba this week? His team's starting to look like a disorderly mob. Do you think he can take him?
Well, with the likes of Jacob Surgeon just getting it done. He just gets it done. He's averaged about, what, 12 this year? I put him on the bench. He rips out a 109. Let's keep a track. Let's do a Surgeon watch, hey? Just stitching people up. He's an absolute travesty of a bloke. Has anyone seen the bloke in the number 9 Guernsey. He's got a dirty pig beard.
I think the first time anyone saw him was this week, frankly, Doggy.
And he picked up about 25 posies and got 109 big ones.
Yeah, I must admit, I was giving you the score updates there, and fair to say, Doggy was ropeable at the time. Basically, I don't know where to go with this, but the Heros won on the weekend, and he's a pig, right? So he's a pig. Now, you lost, so this leads me to the question. It needs to be asked, people want it asked, are you a pig? And by extension, do you have swine flu?
There has been some inkling of some really ordinary stuff just going around the traps at the pound.
Because you have got a big nose.
Well, yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, I got that from my big brother, because he's a big pig.
All right, so you reckon you caught the flu from me?
Yes.
Okay, well, you might have caught the curse from me too. I'll give you the hot tip. How do you plan on extracting yourself from this mire?
Well, Maya? Or David
Yeah.
Jones? Oh, David. No, okay, Maya. Okay. No, we'll, look, with Boggy's Heroes, it's pretty much just...
It's Heros. He's
Heros.
Greek. He can't spell, and he's Greek.
Well, he does not own Rabada, and he will have an L next to his name come Sunday. Oh, it's split round. Doggy's dream, up and about.
Doggy doesn't even know what round it is. That's how much of a rabble he is. And I've heard this one from sources close to the chief down at Doggy's Dream. Did you cry during the Notebook on the weekend?
This is an unfounded allegation. It's merely innuendo, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, well, Doggy's Dream, thanks very much. Can you sit with us for the rest of the review?
No, I cannot. Have a good one.
Well, there we are, people. Unbelievable, because Doggy's Dream has stormed off, and I think...
The party was pumping, and everybody having a ball.
I think that's actually Doggy's goodbye song. Goodbye back down to the championship, Doggy. Anyway, back to a bit of rear view action. We'll move on to the championship. Now, I've got a bit of a rant. You know, he's been asking for it on the board there down in the championship. Psycho. You're a wanker. Basically, you've asked for a rant. Here's a rant. You've won 5 in a row, and I think your team's crap. I don't really. I'm very scared of your team. I play in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to be nice to you, but you're just asking for trouble. So just shut the hell up, and you'll be okay. And we'll be okay. We'll be okay. But you're quickly becoming my most hated team in the championship. You know, even more so than Dangerous Darkies, who really is just firing up with 1500s as they go along. Tri-Travel is in massive trouble. Tri-Travel could be going down to the 3rd level. Get the 3s, working with the 3s. And I don't like Bar 104. I haven't got the arrogance glasses on because I lost to Bar 104. Don't like him. Never have. Rubbish team. What happened to me on the weekend? Don't know, but I'll be back, people. I'll be back. Too many pork pies. 240th in the world. Absolutely flying. Well done to you, young fella. In the Nationwide, the Tiger Cubs are back up to 3rd after beating bloody Megatron Autobots, who just keeps surprising with a 1444, which is just off the planet, off the charts. The Young Bloods are coming big time. Massive, massive win over K-Max Militia, and she didn't have that bad a score. So, yeah, Young Bloods are really scaring me. But Randall Bone's a bit of a worry. I ran into Randall Bone a couple of weeks ago. He goes, "Oh, I love your review, Rock." Well, here's a message for you. I don't love your team. Your team's a pig. Your team's got the flu. Quarantine yourself away in front of a computer and make some trades. And not just any trades, good trades. Just do it. Because you're going to go down into some obscure country league and you'll never be seen again, Randall Bone. And I think you're better than that. Such a great team name, just in memory of that massive, massive Hawthorn unit. I think you just got to just pull yourself together a bit. But yeah, given time constraints now, I think I'm going to have to wind that up. Once again, thanks very much to the incognito Doggy's Dream. And, yeah, I'll tell you what, he loses again this week. It could be a bit of fun doing the review from the pound every week. It could be a lot of fun. But anyway, thanks everyone. We'll be back with a review of round 9 next week. Some massive games coming up. Relegation and top 4s starting to take shape. So we'll be back to go through it with you next week. This is Rockwar signing off from the Woof Pound. Good evening.